Why is it that we get more daylight in the summer than we do in the winter? We'll be looking at how we can predict the amount of daylight we'll get depending on the time of year it is, and how the patterns of the sun, moon, and stars can be predicted. Our Earth is on something that we call an axis, meaning that it's tilted to the side. This makes it so that we have a northern and southern hemisphere, so we have different seasons depending on where we are located around the sun. When it's summer for us in the northern hemisphere, that means that it's wintertime for the southern hemisphere. And when it's wintertime up here in the northern hemisphere, you guessed it, that means it's summer in the southern hemisphere. Let's take a closer look on how this actually affects how much daylight we get. When we're tilted away from the sun, that means that it's winter for us because it's harder for sunlight to reach where we are, meaning that the sun looks like it's lower in the sky and we get less amount of daylight. But when it's summer for us and we're tilted towards the sun, it means that we get way more sunlight on us, meaning the sun looks higher in the sky and we get more daylight throughout the day. The way we see the moon each night can also be predicted in a similar way. Because the moon goes around the earth, it means that we can only see part of the moon lit up at certain times. When the moon is on the opposite side of the sun, that's what we call new moon because we can see the whole thing. Then slowly, as it gets closer to the sun, we see less and less of it until we get a new moon where we see nothing of it. And it continues on to the half moon until we get the whole cycle. Now go outside and see what interesting things you can find up in the sky.